Hello everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. For this being the last video of the year, I wanted to do something a bit more fun and festive since it is about that time of year. So I decided that why not play all the Halo campaign levels that have snow in them? Obviously I can't just play them like normal, where's the fun in that? So I added a little twist. For every level I have to spin this random wheel that will select both my weapons, difficulty, and 2 scoring skulls. There's only a total of 8 levels that have snow in them, so I'll go ahead and read those off now. Oni Sword Base on Halo Reach, Assault on the Control Room at Halo Combat Evolved, 2 Betrayals Halo Combat Evolved, Quarantine Zone in Halo 2, The Covenant on Halo 3, Halo 3, Osiris on Halo 5, and Guardians on Halo 5. Specifically for the Halo 5 levels, I decided just to pick a category of weapons from the different enemy factions like UNSC, Covenant, and Prometheans instead of doing very specific weapons. The rules for the Halo 5 levels are a bit different, so I'll list those off now as well. There'll be no melee, grenades, or vehicle weapons. No skulls on except fog. The rest are still locked and I couldn't have been bothered to find them yet. I didn't play any of these levels in specific order, so I'll have them placed in random order in this video as well. This is another one of those fun challenge runs, so nothing too serious. I just wanted to do something fun for Christmas, so let's get into the first level. Alright, for the first mission, what are we getting? Okay, that's an interesting setup. While I know I'll be fine for the majority of the mission, the Iron Skull is what scares me the most because of the Warthog run at the end. So to start, I looked around for an SMG but had no luck, so me and Arbiter pushed forward. Thankfully I found a Flood combat form that had an SMG, so I meleeed it and picked up the weapon. The SMG works wonders against the Flood, and with the Black Eye Skull being on, I spend most of my time meleeing them and only shoot when necessary. On the first floor of the control room, I got my hands on the needler and okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, take 2. Doing all the same things I did in take 1, but a lot more cautiously. I ran up the tower with both weapons in hand, continued to fight the Flood with Arby and had a close call, but thankfully I had the invincibility equipment which saved my life. Once Johnson and everyone was ready to get into the control room, I unfortunately had to use the Spartan laser to kill Guilty Spark, but before I can get my hands on that, I had to wait for Johnson to get the first shot off. In that time, I had to try my best to avoid Spark's laser because at the beginning of the fight, you start with no shields, and again, because of the Black Eye Skull turned on, I'm not getting any shields back anyway. I killed Spark, then me and Arby were on our way to the Warthog run, and with only melee because none of the required weapons I needed were lying around. I drive as safely but efficiently as possible because this late in the level I really didn't want to die and have to restart. Thankfully the run goes off without a hitch and the level is over, so on to the next one. Let's go ahead and get one of the weird Halo 5 levels out of the way here. So I'm putting the last level here because why not? So what are we getting in this level? Okay, not terrible. There's not really much to say about this level other than the fact that I was moving as fast as I possibly can because I had less than an hour before I had to leave for work or I was going to be late. I grabbed any Covenant weapons I could and destroy all the gravitational cores, but that doesn't go so easily because the Covenant and Prometheans were not making it easy. On top of all of that, I was running low on ammo and couldn't find any for a while. After all those cores were destroyed, Fireteam Osiris made it into this room and had a firefight with the Prometheans while we waited for Exuberant. While fighting a bunch of knights, I get knocked out and my fireteam does a terrible job of picking me back up. Oh shit, I gotta go. 1 8-hour shift later, thankfully the game lets you resume your score attack save, so I got to resume from where I left off. This time around, killing all the knights was a lot easier because I wasn't on a time limit anymore and I got my hands on a fuel rod cannon. I knocked out all my comrades for being useless and I freed Blue Team from Cortana's grip. With that level being done, we're on to the next one. Spin, wheels, spin! I take that back, don't spin please. So this level is going to be a bit of a doozy. On top of having to melee enemies to get my shields back, I also can't even see my shields, or anything else for that matter. I started out with an assault rifle and all that was left for me to do was find a needle. Oh, that was easy. In no time at all, I make it outside where the snow and marines are. I get into the Warthog and try to speed past the enemies to get to the Scorpion because tanks. Duh. After a little trial and error, I make it to where the bridge inside the tunnel is and try to take out everything from a distance while not being able to see my reticle. I blow myself up once and then make it to the other end. Once I was back outside, I was trying to take out these ghosts and accidentally blow myself up again. Hallways, hallways, and more hallways. Once I made it to the control room area, I tried over and over again to get my hands on a Banshee in this area just so I could skip the rest of the level. After some more trial and error, I was able to pull it off and all that was left was to take out the rest of the Covenant. Once that was over, we're on to the next level. The first section of this level isn't anything too interesting because there isn't much snow here and it's just kind of boring. So what's the lineup this time around? Okay, I can work with that. Since I couldn't get my hands on either of the weapons, I had to rely on melee and the scorpion to deal most of the killing blows. I got my hands on a shotgun, and me and what remained of Noble Team made our way upstairs. Quick cutscene interruption to show that I changed my Spartan's armor colors to fit the theme of this video. I managed to hijack a Banshee and use that for a little while to take out the Covenant, until I got my hands on a Wraith and blew up anything and everything in my way. After a few minutes of that rinse and repeat process, Halsey was ready and this mission was over. Not too bad, this one. Alright, who's next? And the lineup is... yeah, fuck. Okay, so this lineup isn't great, and what makes it worse is it's Halo 2 on Heroic. It's not legendary, and I'll give it that, but it still won't be easy. Okay, well, surely the gondola section won't be easy. Yeah, I take everything I said back. So we're back on Halo 5, and again with the weird rules. Lineup, please. Thank you. Yep, this one wasn't going to be a problem. As soon as I got my hands on some Promethean weapons, this mission was done in no time. This game is so pretty, and just look at that snow. I'll also add that it feels strange to me that Prometheans, being made by the Forerunners, use guns. I don't know if it's just me or not, but them using guns just kind of feels strange. Quick thought aside, I grabbed a light rifle and took out everything in this room from a distance. Cue achievement, and now we're on to the next level. Back on Combat Evolved. What's the line for this one? Okay, wow, this one's gonna take forever. So I didn't spawn with any of the weapons that I needed, so I tried to kill the Sentinels with grenades, but that didn't work, so I allowed the use of a plasma pistol since it's the closest thing I have to a plasma rifle, and I would just immediately swap over to the proper weapon when it's available. I spent far too long trying to get out of the control room, but once I made it out, it only got worse. I again spent far too long trying to make it to the Banshee to get to the next section, but no matter what I did, I could not get to it alive. So after 15 minutes of trying to get to it, I decided to save and quit and lower the difficulty. This time around, I have a much easier time making it out of the control room and hallways. I get to the Banshee alive no problem, and finally I'm actually making some progress. I shut down the first beam array and make my way to the bridge that'll lead me to the next location. As I'm making my way to the next beam array, I get stuck in the section where there's a bunch of Flood and 2 elites at the end of this corridor. Long story short, I got fed up and just quit, so I didn't see this mission to completion. Say what you will, but it wasn't really fun at that point, and I already beat the level before, but not backwards in Assault in the Control Room. Anyways, next, and finally here we are at the end. So Wheels, what's our lineup? Okay, that is very interesting to say the least. Right off the bat, I was able to swap my Spartan laser for one of the ODST's shotguns. In terms of snow, there's not much in this level, so I'm just going to breeze past the non-snow parts. So I destroy the Wraith, arrive at the tower, die, arrive at the tower again, die again, arrive at the tower for the third time, brute shot acquired, killed the brute chieftain and his pack of brutes, ride the mongoose back, take the falcon ride, brute murder, take the elevator up, kill this brute chieftain and his crew, oh no Flood, and finally to the goshawk. The scarab fight was interesting to say the least. I got killed by the scarabs themselves, by some ghosts, and forgetting what momentum is. Twice. After getting mauled by some brutes, I finally decided to start playing it safe and keeping my distance. I took out both of the scarabs and it was time to go kill Truth. I returned Truth into a kebab and we made our way to the elevator and finished out this short, snowy mission. And here we are at the end of another video, and another year actually. Wow, that went kind of quick. Again, this challenge run was nothing too serious, so let's just look past the whole skipping 2 betrayals part. Now before I close out the video, I'd just like to give a quick thanks to everyone for showing so much support on the channel. And now I have a challenge for all of you. So the idea being is if we reach 100 subs, I have not 1, but 2 videos in mind for special videos to celebrate the occasion. So basically 100 subscriber specials. The 2 videos I have in mind are just another, set of challenge runs, but one on Nier Automata and on the other on Halo Combat Evolved. While it doesn't sound like anything too special, don't you worry, they're not the kind of challenges anyone would be expecting. Anyways, being discreet aside, if you all enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. Thank you all for watching, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays.